The game of golf is really, it's about the environment. There are those who think that, again, that golf courses are a negative attribute in our environment, but they're not. They're green spaces, oftentimes right in the middle of suburbia that is covered up with asphalt and concrete and impervious surfaces. And so you have these islands of green that harbor all kinds of biodiversity.
It is not only all kinds of animal, bird, fish, and insect populations that benefit. Each day as the sun rises over Florida's nearly 1,100 golf courses, more than mowers kick into gear. Collectively, from the humblest par 3 facility to celebrated PGA Tour venues, the state's golf industry is an economic engine driving $11 billion worth of benefit every year. This game that is grown, mown, and regrown day after day, like the best of renewable resources, supports more than 130,000 jobs. People of all ages and ability levels come together around golf. It creates community within and supports communities without, generating upwards of $380 million annually in charitable giving. These social, economic, and environmental aspects of the game are pillars of true sustainability. Golf course superintendents serve as stewards of this precious natural capital. Through education and continual training, they comply and often exceed standards required by increasingly stringent laws and oversight. Florida superintendents were the first in the nation to instigate a certification program in best management practices. Created in collaboration with scientists and regulators, this voluntary initiative speaks to what draws most superintendents to the work in the first place: a deep love of nature and the outdoors. Superintendents strive to do well and to do right. Beyond offering wildlife habitat, golf courses serve the environmental well-being of their communities by moderating air temperatures and mitigating noise pollution. Turf grasses and pond systems also slow and filter stormwaters from neighboring developments. Microbial populations in the soil break down chemicals and pollutants often present in that runoff, and in treated effluent increasingly used for irrigation. Thus, cleaner water is returned to the hydrological cycle. Historically, golf's visibility has made it an easy target for critics often influenced by emotion more than science. But there is a flip side to that visibility, and that is transparency. With few walls and the game being played by all quarters of society, the fact is, golf operates under far greater scrutiny from the inside and out than many industries.
I think there's a perception in the golf industry, by the general public, that there's lots of water, lots of chemicals, lots of pesticides being, applied to the golf course. And the reality of that is it's not really true. Too much water, too much fertilizer actually promotes a lot of other problems. Which then requires pesticides to be used.
In that sense, the business and environmental imperatives go hand in hand. Use of any input beyond the minimum required is simply wasted money for any golf operation.
Most superintendents are really good at that balance of making sure that their inputs are to meet the plant's needs and not be excessive.
They are assisted in that precision with increasingly sophisticated technology, from computerized soil monitoring to satellite-linked irrigation systems. Through that technology, constantly advancing research and education, coupled with the simple desire to do the right thing, superintendents are better positioned than ever as keepers of the green, in every sense of the word.